Probably the most basic military unit in medieval Europe was the lance. Taking its name from the weapon, a type of spear usually used on horseback by a knight or man-at-arms. So a lance was a knight, plus a number of soldiers under his command. Typically these would be men of his household or who lived on his land, but the composition of this group varied massively. It might include the knight's servants, i.e. his squires, who themselves could fight as light cavalry. Could include a number of spearmen, halberdiers or pikemen, several archers or crossbowmen. Like for example, a 15th century French lance as ordered by the king should be 6 men. The man-at-arms, his squire, a light cavalryman and 3 archers. But in the Burgundian army of the 1470s, a lance was 9 men. The man-at-arms, a squire, a light cavalryman, 3 mounted archers, a crossbowman, a pikeman and a handgunner. And this period, the 15th century, is when we start to see the transition away from the more feudal structure of armies based on the retinues of knights and nobles. I mean, those retinues were still the framework, but the idea of organised standing armies had started to return, especially in places like France and Burgundy, where the rulers basically decreed that they needed X number of troops organised a certain way, and they just left it to the knights and noblemen to sort it out basically. And these units, these lances, were combined to form companies. Like by the mid-15th century, a French company was 100 lances, so around 600 men. The Burgundians actually developed a really complex organisation where 6 lances made a chambre, 4 chambres made a squadron, and 4 squadrons made a company.